Well, I got away from work today. I had a doctor's appointment, but I got out early, and so I might go find something to do. Let's talk about it. Well, hello, YouTube fam. It's your girl, Candace Lynn, and yes, I had to leave work today because I had a doctor's appointment. I don't know if I have filled y'all in. I think I did. I can't remember. But about 3 weeks ago, I took a really bad fall in my kitchen. Yes, I said, last time I fell, I said I'm going to have to do a video on those of us who do a lot of falling, you know, when we become that age, senior citizens. We fall a lot, okay? Yeah, I do. Of course, I do have some osteoarthritis and some things going on in my hip. But anyways, I just got out of the doctor and the orthopedic just to be checked. I had to have an MRI, and I was pretty bruised up. I was pretty banged up. But anyways, long story short, I fractured my lateral tibia bone or something. That bone on each side of your knee. Few little tears, but you know, the meniscus was not near as bad as they thought it would be. So anyways, here I am. And so I got out. I got to the doctor early and I got out early. And so I'm in a whole different town than where I'm usually at. I'm actually about an hour and a half away from where I live because I had to go to this orthopedic doctor. And yes, I did get some new glasses. Yes. Y'all have asked about my glasses. I will put a link in the description if you would like, where I get my glasses, and I get them really pretty inexpensively. But yeah, these are a whole. I normally don't wear metal frames. I'm not a big metal frame fan, but these were amazing, and they had a super good price on them. I think the frames were a penny. Sometimes they're pennies, some, you know. Then by the time you put your frame and put the, you know, that in there and everything, so you can see, it does add up. But anyways, so yeah, these are my new gold frames. So since I am here in this town that I very rarely get to come to, I thought, why not? Let's go do a little bit of Goodwill shopping. Okay. Yeah, and I can get around. I get around pretty good. I don't have to use my cane anymore, and I just wear a knee brace. But that's, yeah, let's go hit up the Goodwill here in this little town and see what we can find. Hold tight. Oh, I did want to share my new Betsy Johnson bag. This is going to be like my new Christmas bag because it's got this big red bow on it. But anyways, it's a Betsy Johnson. See, if you know me, I love Betsy Johnson anything. And I got this on the shopgoodwill.com. Yeah, the shopgoodwill.com. It was a auction. So anyways, so this is my little purse that I'm sporting for the holidays with the big red bow on it. Do you expect anything less from your girl? Oh, the wind is blowing like crazy, so my hair is going crazy. Well, I have a hair appointment tonight. So yeah, it was not like an exciting Goodwill trip because I don't come to this part of the country very often. But man, I'm telling you what, stuff is expensive in there. High dollar. High dollar for the Goodwill. Sorry, I've got you propped up over here because I can't find my little gadget that holds my phone. Anyways, so I did come out. I spent like $33 and nothing was like a true bargain. Well, I can't say. I went ahead and picked this little thing up. It's like a little runner, table runner. I thought it was really cute. It was $5. Today was the blue tag, so I don't know if I even found anything blue. The blue was picked over. So this little table runner, it almost feels new. So $5 on that. It can go in the booth, display something, and sell it. So that was cool. I always try to pick up Pyrex, anything like Pyrex bowls, and I've been running across a lot of vintage Pyrex, which I don't know if this is, but this is a very large Pyrex pot plate. It's already got the little indentions in there. So put your Pyrex in there, and then I guess you just do that. I don't know. I like to put my salads in these kind of bowls. But yeah, that's a Pyrex. So I went ahead and got it. You know, I sell some Pyrex here and there. If not, I give it as gifts. Okay, so I'm on this kick where I just eat like cheese, fruit, and you know, a little bit of lunch meat every now and then. So I bought these and got the clothes. I thought this was really cute, more as a fall. You know, I love kimonos. It was $5.50 and it was a blue tag, so I got it for half price. So I love this little kimono. Has a weird smell to it, but you know, that's Goodwill. What do you expect? And so if I might be able to wear that in the spring to put something bright under it. So I thought that was cute. So that was half price. And then I ran across these cuties. These are Benson Mills. Anyways, they're hard, what do you call them? Placemats, like with the cork on the back. So I did pay $4.99 for them, but I figure I can sell them in the booth, make my money back. And then I needed a binder because I needed it to, I got to perform a sermon on Friday, yeah, for a funeral. Anyways, I'll tell you more about that later. So I needed something to put my notes in, so I just grabbed this. It was $2. I do have one of these that I use on my hair, which I will go home and clean it really good. And this is a little bit smaller one than what I use, and my hair's getting kind of long, so I thought I might need something a little bit. But I like to use these brush rollers, but it's rattling, so it may not work. But we'll try it. You know, it was $4.99. I probably shouldn't have bought that. So if you know me, if you watch me, well, I don't know if I talk much about this, but I love Princess Diana. Yeah, I love Princess Diana. So anytime I see like a Princess Diana book, or anyways, I collect Princess Diana stuff like I really need to. I don't have a lot of stuff. Yeah, like I have her little bear, and then I have another book, and then I found this one, and I thought, this is like, because this is like one of my favorite photos of her, and of course this is my favorite photo of her and her kids. So it's just celebrating the unique magic of Princess of Wales. It was $2.49, but you know, for a book, I don't like Charles, but I'm just, you know, she was a real princess. To me, she was, you know, I grew up in that era, in my princess era. Thought about stopping at the other one as I drive out of this town, but I don't know. It depends on how I feel. I'm kind of hungry, so I might see if I can find me something to eat. So let's go and see what else we can get into. Oh, I had one other item that I forgot to show you, and that's this little cup. Little purple and black, kind of Halloween-y witchy cup. My daughter loves stuff like this. She likes black and purple stuff, so, and she likes little witch hats and stuff. So I went ahead and got that for her. I did pay $4.99 for it, but you know, I figured she could drink her hot chocolate in. So I thought that was super cute. That's a little much for a cup, but you know, consider who it's for. She's kind of special, but I got it for my daughter. So anyways, let's go. Okay, so before I left this town that I'm in, I thought I'm going to stop at this other Goodwill, which is a much bigger Goodwill. It's in the same town. This is a college town. So I used to get really good deals at that other Goodwill because they had It's close to the college. And this one is close, but not as close as that one. Well, I guess it is close. Anyways, I'm not good with directions. So I did pick up a couple of things, and I think I got more here for my money than I did over there at the other one. So I got this little Starbucks cup. I figured I could either take it to work, but I thought it was pretty because I have some red ones, some Christmas ones that I'm going to put in my booth from another shopping trip. So that one, this was like 99 cents for the Starbucks cup. You know, them Starbucks cups are not cheap. So then I got this little cup. This is a Jack Daniels cup, or not a cup. What is this? Like a shot glass or a whiskey glass, or I don't drink alcohol, so I don't know what they're called. Anyways, this was $1. I think that will sell good. I got a set of these. Yes, a set of these. Well, there was 4 of them. They're little juice glasses. I looked them up, did a comp on them. They are called, they're like Pyrex is what it said. Pyrex juice glasses, and they're very old. So I got 4 of them, and they had them marked 80 cents a piece. But since it was Blue Ticket Day or Blue Tag Day, they were 40 cents each. And I got 4 of those. So there's those. And then I got these little Christmas trees. I went ahead and got these. People are always looking for Christmas stuff is selling like hotcakes in the booth right now. So there's like a small, medium, and large. This one's a small, and they're metal. And they were $1.99 each. So I'll just put them in my booth. I either put a price on them and sell them. These things I thought were super cool. Look at these. They're so cool. I don't know if somebody made them. I don't know. They're amazing. But they're white and they're beads. And they were $3.99 I think a piece, but the girl let me have them for a set. She said, oh, I just charged you for the set. I was like, oh, okay. So I thought they were $3.99 a piece. So what I'm going to do is, since they're already painted white, I'm going to go home and spray some like liquid, kind of like clear glue on them. And I'm going to put some, what is that stuff called? Oh, glitter. I'm going to put some glitter on them, make them shiny, and then I'm going to hang these in my booth. So those will be cool. And I will sell them too. I'll put a price on them. And then I had one of these, I had one of these that I had got at the auction a couple weeks ago. And I mean, it sold as soon as I put it in my booth. You can tell I definitely need a haircut. So I went in and picked this one up. It was $1.99. And so that was exciting. So I went ahead, I love things like this. And I sell a lot of stuff like this myself, because sometimes resellers will buy it. But I like to break these open. Like this bag of stuff was $3.99. But I like to break these open because sometimes you find some little treasures in here. And, you know, a lot of people do parties. When they do Christmas parties, they exchange ornaments, you know. And so I like to break these down. Sometimes I'll, like that cross one right there, you know. Sometimes I'll just put a little ribbon on them, and there's some really neat ones. There's one from 1993. Some kind of gardens. But anyways, yeah. So I like to break those up and sell those. And I don't sell them for very much. You know, I'm putting like $1 a piece on them or a little more. These blew my mind. They're balloon animals. I'm going to open this. Okay, I went ahead and opened this bag, and I'm sorry, I'm having to hold my phone. I can't. But look, this bag was $2.99. Okay, so, you know, put $1 a piece on these. They're balloon animals. Oh, I loved them. They're little balloon animals. Little balloon dogs. So I just put a little ribbon on them. It was so cute. And then this little ballerina was in there. She's stuck on one of the dogs. Look. They're so cute. Anyway, oh, look, these little ballerina slippers. You know, like I said, $2.99 for the whole bag. I'll put $1 a piece on these, you know. And, I don't know. And look at this beautiful thing. It's a unicorn. And he's pink and gold. So see, I just love stuff like that because, like I said, you just, oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? These are just like really unique little ornaments. There was like 4 or 5. Oh, here's another pair of slippers, ballet slippers. So, let me see. So, don't don't forego those. There's a nutcracker. The balloon animals are a hit. I love these. Okay? I don't know. I need to keep them myself. I think I did better at this one than I did at the other one. And I was walking out. Oh God, my hair's driving me crazy. I was walking out, this lady was like, oh my gosh, I just spent $100 and something. She said, I'm coming back here. And I said, yeah, this really is a good Goodwill. I should have just came here and spent time in here, but I didn't. But anyways, I am heading to go get my hair cut, hair done, whatever. It's going to take me at least an hour, and my appointment is in an hour or so. And I need to grab me something to eat because I'm like starving. So I hope you enjoyed the quick little Goodwill haul. It's all in my front seat. Of course, you know, I still got all this stuff from... Hopefully I can get it unloaded this weekend now that I'm able to walk without my cane. So anyways, it's been fun. I'm going to get my hair cut because it's horrible and it's driving me crazy. So I will catch y'all next time. And like I said, if you're going to Goodwill, make sure you always check out them goodie bags because there might be a surprise in there and you can make your money back on those goodie bags, okay? So like I said, $2.99, put $1 a piece. And I've been selling ornaments like crazy in my booth this holiday. And like I said, a lot of it has to do with people are doing the, you know, the ornament exchange, you know, and so instead of going, you know, they want something unique, there you go. Okay, so I will see you next time. Have a good day and I'll catch you later. Thanks for hanging out.